If you're over 60, I'd like you to pause for a moment and listen to your body. Have you recently noticed your hands or feet feeling cold, your legs feeling heavy or tired, or a slight dizziness when you stand up? These signs are often very mild, which is why many people tend to ignore them. As a doctor, I want to tell you this calmly and honestly. After 60, poor blood circulation is one of the silent factors that increases the risk of stroke not suddenly, but gradually over time. The good news is this: you can improve circulation by starting with the right movements, gentle, safe, and appropriate for your age. No intense workouts. No gym required. Just a few minutes a day, done the right way. Before we continue, let me ask you a simple question. You can answer silently or share if you'd like. Which issue do you experience most often? Numb legs or cold hands? Leg fatigue when sitting too long? Lightheadedness when standing up? In this video, I'll guide you through gentle exercises that help improve blood flow, support your heart and brain, and most importantly, help you feel more at ease about your health each day. Stay with me. We'll take this slowly and safely, one step at a time. Before we move on to the specific exercises, I want to share something with you honestly. Many people over 60 feel like they're taking care of their health all by themselves. They search for information here and there, listen to advice from many sources, but aren't sure what is truly suitable or safe for a body at this age. And sometimes, that uncertainty creates more worry instead of peace of mind. This channel was created for one very simple purpose: to be a reliable health companion for people over 60. No scare tactics, no intense workouts, no complicated medical language. Just gentle, science-based, practical guidance you can use in daily life. If what I've shared today feels right to you, if you'd like a small daily reminder to take better care of your body, you're welcome to gently tap the subscribe button and turn on the red notification bell on your screen. Not to follow a channel, but to stay connected with a community of people who share the same goal: living healthier, keeping blood circulation strong, and feeling more at ease about the heart, the brain, and mobility as the years go by. Each new video is a gentle reminder. Today, I am still taking care of myself. Now, let's continue together. I'll explain why blood circulation often declines after 60, so you can better understand your body and start exercising the right way from the very beginning. To exercise safely and effectively, the most important thing is to understand how your body is changing, not to feel afraid, but to take better care of it. After 60, blood circulation doesn't decline because you've become weak, but because your body receives less support from daily movement. When we were younger, simple actions like walking, bending, or naturally swinging our arms were enough to help blood flow throughout the body. Over time, as we sit more and move less, circulation begins to slow down, especially in the legs and feet. Think of it this way: the muscles in your legs act like a natural pump. Every time you flex and point your ankles, lift your knees, or take a step, those muscles help push blood back toward the heart. When the muscles aren't used often, this pump becomes less effective, and blood tends to pool in the legs. That's why many people experience heaviness, coldness, or numbness in their lower limbs. Another factor is that blood vessels become less elastic with age. This doesn't mean they are damaged, it simply means they need gentle, steady rhythm to function well. If movements are too intense, blood pressure can rise suddenly. If there's no movement at all, circulation slows even further. Breathing also plays an important role. When breathing becomes shallow and fast, which often happens during stress, less oxygen enters the blood and the heart has to work harder. This directly affects the brain and can lead to dizziness or fatigue. The good news is this: with gentle, rhythmic movements combined with proper breathing, your body can begin to regulate its own blood flow again. In the next section, it'll help you recognize the early signs that circulation may be declining, so you know what to pay attention to and don't miss the important signals your body is trying to send you. There's something important to remember: your body always sends signals before a serious problem develops. We often overlook them simply because we think it's probably just aging. One of the earliest signs is heavy, tired legs, especially toward the end of the day. Research on peripheral circulation shows that when blood doesn't return efficiently to the heart, metabolic waste builds up in the leg muscles. This creates a feeling of heaviness and fatigue, even if you haven't been very active. Another common sign is cold hands and feet, even when the weather isn't cold. This suggests that blood isn't being evenly distributed to the extremities, a frequent issue as blood vessels become less elastic with age. A third sign is mild dizziness when standing up. Scientifically, this is known as orthostatic hypotension. When you change position quickly and the circulatory system doesn't adjust fast enough, blood flow to the brain briefly drops, causing lightheadedness or a slight spinning sensation. And finally, many people notice that their mind doesn't feel as sharp as before. The brain depends on a steady, oxygen-rich blood supply. When circulation is uneven, concentration, alertness, and reaction time can be affected. These signs are not meant to scare you, they're meant to help you notice early. At this stage, with the right kind of movement, the body still has a strong ability to self-regulate. In the next section, I'll explain why many people over 60 stay active every day yet still don't see better circulation and what they may be doing that isn't quite right. Many people over 60 tell me, "Doctor, I walk every day," and they're not wrong. The issue isn't whether you move, it's how you move. Walking is beneficial, but if you spend most of the day sitting, take short steps, barely move your ankles, and breathe shallowly, the body's natural blood pump in the legs isn't fully activated. As a result, blood still struggles to return to the heart efficiently. Another common reason is moving too fast or pushing too hard. At this age, intense exercise can cause blood pressure to rise suddenly, putting the body into a stress response. When that happens, blood vessels tend to tighten rather than relax, and circulation doesn't improve the way people expect. What science shows we actually need is rhythmic, repetitive movement combined with proper breathing. These gentle patterns allow muscles to contract and relax evenly, help the veins push blood back toward the heart, and keep blood pressure stable at the same time. That's why after 60, doing less but doing it correctly is far more effective than doing a lot the wrong way. In the next section, I'll share the simple, safe principles for exercising that truly improve circulation and help reduce stroke risk, principles that almost anyone can follow. Starting right away, I want you to pause for a moment, not to exercise, not to memorize anything, but to truly think about your body as it is right now. Many people only begin to worry about blood circulation, about stroke risk, after a day when they suddenly feel dizzy standing up, or their arms or legs feel unexpectedly weak, or a doctor says one sentence that stops them in their tracks. But if you're still watching at this point, that tells me something very important. You are paying attention to yourself before it's too late. Improving blood circulation is not a big, dramatic change. It starts with very small things, with how you move your feet, how you lift your legs, how you take a slightly deeper breath each day. Science shows that with just 5-7 minutes of the right kind of movement, the circulatory system already receives a positive signal. Blood begins to flow more evenly, the brain receives more oxygen, and most importantly, the body starts to feel safer and more balanced. Before I guide you through the specific exercises in the next section, I'd like you to do one very simple thing. No effort, no time, no pressure. Leave a comment with 60 plus, or write your age, or simply type, "I'm starting." Not for me, but for yourself. It's a small personal commitment that says, "Today, I choose to take care of my body." In the next part, I'll guide you through very gentle, very safe exercises designed to awaken blood circulation, support your heart and brain, and help you feel more at ease each day. Stay with me. We're doing this step by step, slowly, safely, and in the right direction. Now, I'd like you to stay with me a little longer, not because I want to talk more, but because this is the moment where real change begins. We're not talking about intense workouts, not about sweating or pushing yourself. We're talking about the smallest movements, the ones that have the biggest impact on blood flow in your body. Let's start with the feet, the place where blood most often pools after 60. Movement 1. Ankle pumps. You can sit or lie down. Gently point your toes up, then lower them down slowly and calmly. Do this 10-15 times. No rush. Science often calls the calf muscles the second heart. Every time you flex and extend your ankles like this, you're helping blood return to the heart more easily, reducing pooling, heaviness, and numbness in the legs. Movement 2. Gentle seated knee lifts with deep breathing. Sit upright. Inhale slowly. As you exhale, gently lift one knee just a few centimeters. Lower it, then switch sides. This movement doesn't just improve circulation, it also brings more oxygen to the brain, helping you feel clearer, more alert, and more awake. As you do these movements, if you notice your legs warming up, your breathing becoming deeper, or simply a sense of comfort spreading, that's a very good sign. Your body is responding. Remember, You don't need to be perfect. You just need to move with me, little by little. In the next section, I'll guide you through additional gentle movements that help blood flow to the brain and heart. Very safe, very calm, but powerful enough to make a real difference when practiced daily. Don't leave just yet. You're doing something truly important for yourself. Now, take a moment to notice something. After those small movements, your body doesn't feel more tired. It usually feels more comfortable. That's not a coincidence. It's the moment blood begins to circulate more smoothly and your brain receives a clear signal. Everything is okay. After 60, the brain becomes especially sensitive to blood flow. When circulation to the brain is slightly reduced over time, you may notice a slower, foggier mind, difficulty concentrating, a sense of anxiety without a clear reason. Scientifically, this is called suboptimal cerebral perfusion, not a disease, but a quiet foundation for many problems later on if it's ignored. That's why we continue to guide blood gently upward, without forcing the heart to work harder. Next movement. Gentle arm swings with deep breathing. You can stand or sit upright. Relax your shoulders. Inhale slowly through your nose. As you exhale, gently swing your arms slightly backward, opening the chest just a little. No height, no speed. Repeat this 6-8 times. This movement helps to open the chest, increase oxygen, entering the blood, reduce tension in the neck and shoulder blood vessels. Many studies show that deep breathing, combined with rhythmic movement, stabilizes blood pressure and improves blood flow to the brain more effectively than intense exercise done with breath holding. If right now you feel warmth spreading into your shoulders, your neck, feeling lighter, your mind becoming calmer, that's a very good sign. You don't need to ask, am I doing enough? Just remember this, your body is relearning how to care for itself. In the next part, I'll show you how to connect all of these movements into a short daily routine so you don't forget, don't feel tired, yet still protect your heart, brain, and blood vessels in a sustainable way. Stay with me. You're moving in the right direction. Now, I want you to truly stay with me, not to learn another exercise, but to understand why these final minutes matter so much. Many people over 60 begin a journey of caring for their health, but don't make it to the end. Not because they're lazy, but because they haven't yet recognized the value of the small changes quietly happening inside their bodies. When you performed those gentle movements just now, you didn't only improve blood flow. You sent your body a very powerful message. I still care about you. I haven't given up. I am still actively protecting myself. Science calls this neurovascular feedback, the moment when movement, breathing, and the nervous system begin to work together. The heart doesn't have to strain. The brain receives enough oxygen. Blood vessels relax naturally. And here is something truly important. When the body feels safe, the risk of serious events begins to decrease. A stroke doesn't happen because of one unlucky day. It's often the result of many years of the body being neglected, poor circulation, long-term stress, and a lack of the right kind of movement. But today, simply by staying with me until this point, you've already shown that you're choosing a different path. The path of someone who is proactive, someone who doesn't wait until the body has to shout, someone who chooses to care for themselves every day, even if it's just a few minutes. Before we close, I want you to remember one very simple truth. It's not about doing more. It's about moving regularly, moving correctly, and moving with awareness. In the final part, I'll share one important message with you, not from a textbook, but from the experience of a doctor who has cared for many patients over 60, something you can carry with you and remember every day. Stay with me. This is the most important moment. Before we close, I'd like you to stay with me for just a few more seconds. Not to learn anything new, but simply to feel yourself right here, right now. Maybe you're sitting alone. Maybe you're watching this video during a quiet evening, or in the early morning when everything still feels slow. And maybe, at times, caring for your health after 60 feels like a lonely journey. But I want you to know this. You are not alone. Everyone watching this video shares a very simple wish to live a healthier life, to keep the mind clear, to move with confidence, and to continue taking care of themselves. If these last few minutes brought you a little comfort, a little peace of mind, or even just the feeling of I can still do this, please let me know. You can leave a very short comment. This video helped me, or I'll practice every day, or simply. And if you feel this content is truly useful, please share it with a friend, a family member, or someone you know who could benefit from gentle, caring health guidance. Sometimes, from one small video, you and someone else may begin practicing together each day, reminding each other to breathe more slowly and feeling a little less alone on this journey. If you'd like to continue receiving gentle, safe, easy-to-follow videos for people over 60, you're welcome to tap the subscribe button and turn on the red notification bell. Not to follow a channel, but to stay within a community where each video is a small reminder that says, "Today, I am still caring for myself." Thank you for giving your time to yourself today. I wish you a peaceful day, and I hope that starting tomorrow, each small movement brings you more vitality, more connection, and more joy.